first topic we're going to talk about is the command line interface. And the command line interface is a really important tool to have in your toolbox. A lot of people will probably be intimidated the first time they deal with the command line interface. All systems use the command line interface in some form, and even servers and computers that aren't personal computers use the command line interface. So that's why it's so important to understand how to use it and how to make the most of it. What I want to do today is take you through just a very simple example that should just put into your mind what the command line interface is and how you can get started with whatever computer you're on using it. So what you currently see on the screen is my desktop. Anybody who's ever used a computer should be familiar with this. This desktop has a couple files on it. And the reason I'm showing you my desktop is because this is pretty much your basic example of a graphical user interface. The reason this is designed like this is so that I can just click on these images and open up these image files. Ooh, that's some good barbecue. And we can also open up text files and look at text. This graphical user interface also allows us to manipulate items. So I can highlight this text. I can click copy and I can paste it from this file to that file. And you should already be pulling out your hair watching me do it like this because I'm clicking, I'm using the graphical user interface to manipulate everything. Most of you probably know I can push Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. So those are commands that the computer understands that make life easier for us so we don't have to point and click at things. That's kind of a segue into the command line interface. Every computer has one. This is a Mac OS, and Mac OS has a default program called Terminal. So here is the command line interface for this computer. This is the desktop. This is the same directory that I was currently looking at before. Now, when you're looking at a black screen, you might be asking yourself, where is everything? Well, we can command the computer to list everything that's in the desktop. And as you see, all the files and all the items that were there graphically are here in the command line. We can open our image file, and that'll open up for us. We can also open up the text file. Manipulate it that way. We can look at the text file within the command line interface, so we don't even have to open up a separate window. Another thing I wanted to show you is, when you're manipulating just a couple files, clicking on them here and there, that's fine. But, what if we don't just have a couple files? What if we have a whole bunch of files here? So now I've commanded the computer to just generate tons of files. I can't just drag these all to the recycle bin or, manipulate them this way. At this point, we definitely want to manipulate them with the command line. So I can easily issue a command that will remove all of these files. And the other thing I want you to pay attention to is once I issue this command, you can see the command's already done, but our graphical user interface is still trying to catch up. So there, it just cleared everything. But that's another good point. Command line interface is going to allow you to issue commands very quickly to the CPU and have it execute it. Most of the time what you're seeing as far as lag in the graphical user interface is because it just takes more processing power to make it visual. So when you're working with inside the command line, it's just like what you see visually. It's just you have to understand the commands to issue those to the computer in order to get it. But you're going to get faster processing times for your commands. You're going to be able to do more powerful things, and you're going to make your life a lot easier. So this is just a simple example. It should be solid in your mind now, what the command line interface is. A lot of people will call it the terminal. They'll say Linux commands, Unix, but every operating system has the same setup. The commands are going to differ based on the operating system. In the end, if you commit yourself to learning this, you're going to make your life a lot easier.